everybody, I hope this message finds you well. I've went ahead and I've already pre-shuffled some of the energy cards and more along the lines of the topic at hand. I've laid some of those messages down. I just want to touch base for a moment that my information is in the description box should you need to contact me, or you can drop comments below. For those of you who don't know, I'm an intuitive reader. I get multiple messages at the end of this read. If nothing is resonating with you, it's just not your read. Just go ahead and I have other content on the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already pre-shuffled the energy cards that we were pulling in. And the first one that we got, how much good can you handle? All right. It's about exploring the spiral of grace. Now, for me, it's twofold, the energy that I'm getting. One is of acceptance, but it's more along the lines of how they are showing it to me is your value. So in other words, what they're showing me is if somebody complimented you, instead of you downplaying it, you said thank you. Or, you know, it's your acceptance, it's your worth, it's your value. It's also, on the other hand, I'm getting gratitude for where you're at, exploring, you know, there are things of where you want to be, but being grateful and taking a good look at what is around you. The majority of the energy that I'm getting is on how much can you handle? How much attention can you handle? How many compliments can you handle? Some people would like to be complimented all the time. However, it's what you can accept, what is truth, what is not. How would you downplay it? Would you, how would you accept it? So it's exploring acceptance and your value and where you are at this time. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. So some of you may be encompassing that right now, about one, being grateful for where you're at, looking at it as exactly where you are at today is where you are meant to be. But I'm getting it along the lines of your value, the energy of how you accept things. Some of you may be walking around waiting for the shoe to drop. Maybe that's because you're used to the shoe dropping. That's another energy that's coming in is, can you accept when things are going good? Or does that trauma energy kick in, and instead of enjoying the moment and how things are going, are you waiting for that shoe to drop? So it's the acceptance of what is around you and the grace that is being extended to you at this very moment. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting with that. So let's move. So we have flip it upside down. Questioning your beliefs. So flipping it upside down, this is about your perspectives is what I'm picking it up. So it's taking something that didn't feel right and moving it into a position of acceptance. Or it is taking a challenge and working with it. You're taking something that seemed difficult and you're making it non-difficult. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. It's also your beliefs, may come into challenge. There may be things that you are opening up on that several months ago you would not have entertained, but maybe there are things that are being placed on your path that now have you questioning it. It could be anything from, signs, synchronicities, a chance encounter, anything that is opening you up, and how you are dealing with it. If it's making you feel uncomfortable, how are you moving through it? So it could be that type of energy that is coming in. And I say that because the first thing we've got is strength. And that is asking for the universe is stepping in and providing guidance, or you are asking for guidance on how to maneuver through certain things. You're asking for clarity, you're asking for strength, you're asking for assistance. So there is obviously something that has got you questioning, and asking and seeking. So we have the acceptance of what is going on around you, and how you are discerning it. So let's move on. It looks like, and the reason why I say that is, okay, so we have divine assistance being requested. We have the Four of Swords, which says there was a respite, a healing period. And during this time is when you asked for divine assistance. And we have the Seven of Cups and paired with the Five of Cups. So what this is saying is that there may have been a time where you were, in a darker period, a depression. You were easily distracted. You couldn't focus. You had too much on your plate, but you were not seeing everything around you at the same time because you were in this darker place. So you weren't able to flip it upside down and find another perspective or another avenue around you. Okay? You weren't able to see what it was that you had that was already good in your life. You couldn't see those two cups standing. You could only focus on what you lost. And it became, your distraction. Every single day you were waiting for something bad to happen, or you were reliving it, or you were just distracted. Now we have the Three of Discs. So it looks like, and it's paired with the Eight of Discs. So it looks like you are coming out of it. And I believe that's where, how much good can you handle? Because it's the acceptance of just the moment that you're in now, and not worrying about if the shoe is going to drop. Once you reach that type of energy, the collaboration, the new people coming in, the learning and moving higher, because remember, the first one spoke of exploration. So it's learning, it's venturing out, it's journeying, and it's expanding your skills, your knowledge, your confidence. I really believe it's confidence. I'm getting self-worth and value rather strongly here. All right, the Five of Swords speaks to the energy that may have been surrounding you where you were not valued. You were not, there could have been strife. I'm seeing this more along the lines of, I'm seeing it more along the lines of, it's just people trying to make you out to either, I want to say that the way I'm feeling it is that they were trying to have you be something you weren't. So there was a lot of illusions or a lot of chatter, a lot of false negativity, and I'm getting it from a lot of people. It's like people that you elevated around you weren't exactly what they appeared to be. So it became a personal attack against you of some sort. Some kind of personal attack. And that you found that you were having to literally it flipped. Well, there we go. It flipped the way you viewed these people, because they weren't what they presented to be. So something came along and illuminated the truth. All right, it illuminated the truth as to what these people were. Now, I'm also getting with that illumination is that, you know, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. Regrettably, right here, the way it is, the energy is coming out, is that it was more along the lines of illuminating something that was a way out of something that was difficult, a challenge, and now you're kind of in. I hate to say this, it's almost like a PTSD, a post-traumatic stress response, is what I'm getting. Not so much the disorder itself, but the response, because I keep getting the feeling of waiting for the shoe to drop. So you're having a difficult time adjusting. It's almost as if you are not able to enjoy the moment. And I believe that's why strength is coming in. You're asking for strength because right now you're just, you need more healing. And I do see that, but I see that there is a collaboration of working with you to boost your confidence and, you know, exploring higher learning so you can ascend. But I do see the influences around you. I do see the influences around you. Let's see what else we've got. On the bottom, we have the Three of Swords. Could possibly have been from Heartbreak. Let's see what we've got here. I want some clarification, Spirit. All right. So we have the Ten of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So we have the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands. So right now you've been through a pretty oppressive battle, and I guess that's why I was picking up that that PTSD is because you've been through a pretty significant challenge, and it's got you tired, it's got you unsure, you're standing your ground, but you're not really moving at this point. But the Ten of Wands is directly right there with it. And the Ten of Wands is telling me you're getting ready to move. You're getting ready to flip it upside down. And you're getting ready to explore different ways in handling this anxiety. Because you're getting ready to lay all that down. You're at the end of that road. So let's see what Spirit says is coming your way. What's coming their way that they don't see, Spirit? What's coming their way that they don't see? Oops. Sorry about that. What's coming their way that they don't see, Spirit? What's coming their way that they don't see? All right, so we have the High Priestess. But the High Priestess is paired with the Moon. And the High Priestess is also paired with the Four of Cups. So what this high priestess is saying is that right now, the entire picture is not revealed, not yet. You don't see everything. There are certain things that you need to maneuver, that you need to work your way through. As you can see, you know, she's not listening. She's got the headphones on. She's easily distracted. She's not seeing everything that she needs to see. She's not very aware yet of all the possibilities. Just seems to be focused in one area. However, with the high priestess, she's sending signals, she's sending synchronicities, you know, it's the spiritual coming in, and she's going to step in, okay? She's going to step in because she wants to provide that balance. She wants you to be able to bring the peace and the calm and the balance of both of the energies that you are working with at this time, the positive and the negative. It's just that you're not quite there yet because you're either in avoidance, denial. They're actually making me feel the 5 stages of grief at this time. But the moon, that the Scorpio moon energy that we're in right now, is focusing heavily on transformation. It is a death and a rebirth. It is a renewal. So I get that the way that you have been doing things is getting ready to end. It's going to put you on a path where you may reach out to other people to help you because you're looking to expand your skills, your knowledge, the way you cope, your confidence. I'm getting confidence and self-worth very, very strongly. Now, we also have the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is a new perspective. Once again, I'm getting the perspectives. You're looking for a new outlook on life, all right? You're looking for a new outlook on life because you just went through a tower, all right? It is a tower that seems to be hanging on. Should have been rebuilt by now is what I'm hearing, but it seems to be still ever there, and I believe that's that 5, that distraction, the illusion, the 5 of Cups, and not seeing that road out, but with recognizing where you're at and your value, with how much good can you handle? How much good can you handle? Can you really believe your worth? Because you are on the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands says you're right there. You're right there. You haven't walked through yet, but you're right there on that cusp of a new beginning, a happy, joyous new beginning. How much good can you handle? Because it is within reach. It is within reach. You just need to learn to flip the challenges upside down. Challenge what it is that you believe and look at it with another eyes. You have to build the self-worth, the self-value. You have to look at things a little bit differently. I'm feeling that when the shoe is going to drop, that oppressive energy, like you can't accept the good for some reason because you're always worried about the bad happening. So that tower is always going to manifest, all right? That tower is always going to manifest because you're not letting anything else manifest because you're always living in that tower. And that's why the universe is stepping in with the strength. The universe is going to send you people to collaborate with. That's what I kept getting. That's why I wanted to see. Is the universe is going to send you people to work with. Yes, you'll be in an apprentice state, but you're going to be working with them, and they are going to help you with your your confidence level, your skills, your knowledge. They're going to give you the tools that you will need to move forward, to be able to accept your present and the good things that are coming your way. All right? So we're going to go ahead and let's see. No, I'm feeling this one. One more energy card to end this. And let's see. One more energy card to end this, Spirit. No? No? Yes? All right. Sorry about that. All right. So time to play. So what this is speaking to is to allow joy in your life. You need to be able to change the acceptance. This is all going into that spiral of grace. You need to incorporate and release some of that heaviness that is surrounding you, and get out and do things that are going to uplift you, and stop worrying about when the shoe is going to drop. I guarantee it, when you start to do things to play and become light, or try to become lighter, when you get out there to do something fun, you're going to meet people that are going to help you along the way. You're no longer going to entertain those people that do not value you. I'm getting that as well. There's something really significant about your value, and you having difficulty accepting it. And that definitely could be from either the tower or from past towers. And maybe that's why you're always manifesting a tower, is because we're not letting go of that energy. So I believe that once you do that, you will have some very significant and profound changes that have been trying with that high priestess energy to come into your life. It's just the doors. We're going to take advantage of this Scorpio energy, and we are going to transform and let go. So we have those endings and the beginnings. So I'm going to go ahead and break this energy, because I feel like I'm going to repeat, which means you can just slide back and rewind and listen to it again. Thank you so very much for stopping by, and I really truly appreciate you all. Thank you.